It is finally day 5 of Sema. Today is open to the public. I have a few interviews that I want to get from Avant-Garde, Gyeon, Gtechniq. Lord help me, there's going to be a lot more people and a lot more traffic. So hopefully we can get it all done. So what's new with Gyeon?
Uh, a couple big things, but mostly here just chatting with people, networking. A big thing for us is now PPF in the States. That's the biggest thing. And with that also comes Gyeon 360, which is basically our communication and support system for all of the certified detailers out of the company. I'm using 6 pillars, PPF, coatings, warranty system, all the aftercare products and everything. They build up this 360 system, and the idea is that it's fully encompassing, fully surrounding. That's where 360 comes from. Apart from that, we have a lot of our core products that we're really focusing on. I wouldn't call them new, more just unknown. We have a Purify line of products, which is antibacterial, and we have a coating. We have an odor remover product over here, and this actually has copper additives in it that will it actually doesn't allow the bacterial cells to reproduce and stay there. So if you have like a gym bag in your trunk and it's any sort of like spill or water or musty smell, this can help remove that. This is also available in a pad with like adhesive backing that you could stick to a trunk, you could stick to the bottom of a seat. Really cool, interesting line. It's not new, but I think it's one that should be pretty well known. On top of that, we have just some scents coming hopefully soon, as well as tape. This is kind of something that it's kind of weird to say we're proud of, but the adhesive's right, the tear's right for masking off trim and windows and everything. This should be coming to the States soon as well. So a couple small things as well as, again, a couple big things, but mostly here just chatting and networking. And I'm on marketing side, so it's nice to actually meet people here at SEMA and chat face to face.
What's been the most popular product at the booth for people to discuss?
Wet coat. It's our top product, the orange bottle. It's famous by now, and that's definitely the one that everyone always like points out. Oh, I love wet coat, and it just stands out in the line of products for
What's
sure.
your favorite?
That's a tough question. Leather Shield is up there. Leather Shield is definitely one, just because so it's made for a car. It's made for the automotive field, but I actually use it on shoes, on boots, on a lot of other stuff as well. So it's kind of one that I use at home, and I think there's a lot of uses for that. Um, Probably that one. Wheel cleaner might be a close second. Just really nice pH neutral wheel cleaner that's great at removing brake dust. And honestly, one that I think doesn't get enough love is the wax. It's in this chapstick like tube where you twist it and then it keeps extending out as well with an applicator. Super nice water beating, super deep gloss, but also super easy to wipe off when you're using it. This one I think is another one that I actually love and probably needs a bit more love from everybody else.
Okay. Well, if people want to try out any of these products, where can they go to buy them?
We have a direct-to-consumer site. It's just gyonusa.com. We also have a bunch of resellers all throughout the country, detail supply stores. And like we do sell on Amazon, but it's just what we have to do nowadays. But yeah. We prefer that people buy from us because that's where you're going to get, the most accurate information that we can provide.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Of course, yeah.
Say it properly for me.
Koch Chemie.
Koch Chemie.
Koch Chemie in the U.S. Koch Chemie. Koch Chemie.
Koch Chemie.
Koch
We
Chemie.
always say Koch Chemie.
Koch Chemie is good.
Okay.
As long as you pronounce, you know what? In Germany, always insists on just you pronouncing the whole word. Koch Chemie.
So what's new from KCX? We'll just go. We'll go that route.
We cut that right out. Awesome. So we got three new products that are coming out. They've already been out in Europe, but now they're coming to the United States. We're looking for about March or so to drop here. And the first one's going to be wet gloss, and that's going to be applied to a wet car, kind of a drying aid, if you will, except for the fact that it gives you a 9.5 on the gloss meter. So that's a pretty awesome looking shine that's going to be applied on there. Spray it on a bit at a time, wash it off, just make sure it doesn't dry. You are good and golden. So that's
what kind of durability can you expect with
you're probably both of the new products are anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks, depending, of course, on use and how you take care of your vehicle. The other one is perfect finish. There you are going to apply to a dry, cleaned car. You're not going to go directly onto the car. You're actually going to apply it to the towel and then put it on, or you can actually use a buffing pad as well to put that on something that's very soft and apply it on and just buff it out. You want to make sure that after you've applied it, your car or vehicle does not get wet for at least 24 hours while it seals it. So again, you have a 9.5 on there. It's just another use of materials. Some people don't have foam cannons to, let's say, go with protector wax or SO3. Well, here we have something else for the common person that might want to add that on. And there's a lot of detailers that love that as well. So it really gives you a more multi-use chemicals that you can add to your line. So it's pretty cool. And then we got CB01, which is our ceramic body. That's going to be a 3-year ceramic. Phenomenal with the hydrophobicy. I have actually applied that particular onto my wife's car, and it's been over 2 years. It looks phenomenal, acts phenomenal. It does everything a ceramic's supposed to do, and it has a durability as well. So we're looking forward to probably launch that anywhere in U.S. and Canada. We're mid to the end of this coming year. So excited to have that aboard.
What's been the most popular product that people have talked to you about here at Sema?
You know what? It's funny because I always ask, what's your favorite? And they're so dynamic as far as the answers and what everybody likes. So what's the most popularly sold for us? Guff. Everybody loves that, the outcome of it. And it's, I would say that I was a consumer at first, right? So what really floored me with Koch Chemie and made me really come on board was to find a company that has 2 to 3 really good chemicals that work all the way across the board, maybe 4, even 5, is really rare, and it's awesome. So we, as a detailer, we have a mishmash of a whole bunch of different things, but to see a whole line that comes across that works really, really well, that was exciting for me, and that's what I ended up doing. So I just one-stop shopping, if you will, for everything that I wanted to do. I wanted to upscale and deliver upscale, and this is where I found it. And next thing you know, they asked, hey, would you like to join the team? I'm like, yes.
So last question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite product from KCX?
So in 2019, I was doing a lot of work for Harley Davidson. So I would go to Harley Davidson, say a Black Hills Harley Davidson, and they would do a sale for 10 days of about anywhere between 700 to 800 motorcycles. It's unheard of, right? But it's you're in a rally. So I was handed a P601 at the time. Now there's P602, which is a true one-step. And I'm like, all right. Went and tried it and went, wait, does it have fillers? Is it going to wash away? It didn't. It did exactly what it said it was going to do. I was floored by that. Then followed up with Magic Wheel Cleaner after that. So I became addicted to the line as I tried more and more and more and more. So
yeah.
Really phenomenal. P602, that's my baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
If people want to try any of these new products or your popular products out, where can they go to buy them?
So go to kcxusa.com and check it out. And you can also see for any training. I'm the national trainer for Koch Chemie, so you can also go on there, scroll down, and look at training and get trained and certified. Both the first step, which is learning everything there is to learn about Koch Chemie USA, dilutions, everything else, and then you can also do now, we just started a new training for paint corrections and chips, sanding, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Jay, what's new at Lake Country at Sema this year?
Well, we finally finished out our HDO microfiber pad range. For a long time, you guys have been enjoying the HDO blue cutting fiber pad, the orange, the one-step pad, which is a little softer, the plusher fiber. We now have the HDO black polishing microfiber pad, which is incredible at finishing out all haze.
For real? Microfiber and haze are
No
normally
kidding.
not two things that you combine in a sentence.
No kidding. And hey, if you check out our channel, I actually made a reel just yesterday where I even took, because FAFO, I took some sanding material, made a mess on this panel right here, and fixed it and polished it in one go with the polishing fiber pad.
So you're telling me black GM paint we can now cut and finish down without micromarring, or is there limitations to this?
Well, the thing about the HDO fiber pad in the polishing mode is it's a little bit more robust than our standard black polishing fiber pad, so we've got a bit more density going on here. It does transform more force and movement from the backing plate through to the pad face. So with that, and the way the fibers work and interact with your polish, they work the polish faster and harder. So there's a good chance you could take out mild swirl marks and possibly even, very, very light sanding marks in one go, and it will finish down just great. And here's a fun fact as well. The absolute best thing I ever find for this pad is working on single stage paint. So if you're working with a classic car, an old timer, this outperforms any foam pad I've ever tried. Another one that works really well is on gloss black trims, piano black trims. So with certain with certain polishes, I find this pad outperforms the foam, believe it or not, and it does it quickly too. So one of my favorite demonstrations.
On piano trim?
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
You got to find the right polish combination. It works best, of course, like on a 3-inch.
Yeah.
I find it great on those B pillars. But I've time and time again, I'll spend a long time with a foam pad, really breaking down the polish, make sure I get the best possible gloss, and then I'll spend about 15 seconds doing the same thing with this pad and get even better.
Yeah, because normally piano trim pieces is a 2-step.
100%, yeah.
Sure,
So
if you might cut, but you marred. There's a haze. You got to finish up with it.
Let me be totally clear. I would still cut first to correct scratches and so on, which can leave a little haze. But to try and get it to really, really pure black at the end of the job, the second stage, I can get a better gloss with the black polishing fiber pad than I can with the foam in most cases.
Nice. What would you say is its favorite type of paint to work on? Other than, you said single stage, you said piano trim. Like if you had to pick, let's say, Japanese paints, German paints.
I would say medium density paint at least. With certain softer ones, it might be best to stick to a foam. But your mileage may vary because you've got to combine this pad with your favorite polish, and you're going to find with different techniques and different pressures and speeds and so on, you're going to find yourself needing to dial in a little bit. But for me, literally for the very first time, I have no affiliation whatsoever with this brand. I use this pad and this brand, and I can't tell you how quickly it works. It's incredible how fast this pad gets the best out of this polish.
Nice.
Again,
is this to mimic piano trim?
No, I mean it's reasonably soft, I'd say.
Okay.
It's not going to be your ceramic paint from a 2011 Audi or something, or 2007 AMG. But it's in line with what you'd find on a normal modern car.
That's wicked.
Make a mess, shall we?
Yep.
I'm not giving myself an easy time right now. And look, you see here, there's some kind of a run.
Yeah.
It's scuffed pretty badly on the edge. Let's see what happens. I'm even going to allow you to use the Lake Country light to inspect it. So take a look beforehand, all right?
Okay, yeah.
That's our starting condition, okay? Let's see what happens.
That's what most piano trims looks like, honestly.
So we're going to do two things. Firstly, I'm going to cut with our cutting pad all these scratches away from a good portion of this section, okay? And that's going to leave us a little bit of haze, which we're then going to refine with the black pad. But also with the black pad, see what happens when we go over the original scratches and see if it takes them out in one go anyway.
Okay.
All right? You've got to have a good amount on these when they start up. I think that's probably cut for me. Let's take a look. So that's our first stage.
Oh yeah, we got some marring.
Little haze, but a big improvement from where we were over here with the scratches.
For sure.
Okay, so now let's see what happens. I'm going to take that black polishing fiber, I'm going to work across here and also down the original scratches and see what happens there.
Yeah, I'd love to have something like this.
Blop, 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 blop.
I'm just trying to focus.
Bit less pressure this time. Let's let the pad do its work. I'll leave a little of the scratches still down here and a little of the haze over there. Now that polish is diminishing really well already. I think we're about done.
There's barely any polish even.
Yeah, we're done now, I think. So what we're going to see the original scratches. This part here will be whatever the finishing polishing pad did. And there'll be some leftover haze up here from the first cutting phase, but let's take a look at what we have. And forgive me if I've got like a pigtail or something in there. I've got a lot of dust and things on here, so I'm making racing driver excuses already. But so we have a couple of, a could be dust, it could be pigtails, but the scratches that were originally there are gone.
Yeah.
We took those out, the sanding scratches already.
Okay.
This is the downside of doing things, unfortunately, over and over again in this environment. You get a lot of dust and bits and pieces.
No worries.
But it has enough cut to fix even those minor sanding scratches in one go.
All right.
It's
Well,
all good
thank
fun.
you so much for the demonstration. And if you guys have any questions,
Hit me up.
Lake Country.
Yep, Lake Country UK, Lake Country Manufacturing, and J-Room Detailing.
All right. Thank you so much. Chris, what's new with Gtechniq?
Hey guys, so this year we have GT1. GT1 is going to be one coating for all surfaces. So it's going to be good for glass, wheels, paint, trim, vinyl, PPF, everything exterior. It'll come in a kit version like you see here with the towels and the panel wipe and a 50 ml bottle with the applicator and a wash guide for the customer. It's going to be a very friendly price point of $89.95 for the whole kit. And then you'll also be able to buy just the bottle with the applicator for $59.95 as well.
That's
And
a good price.
what's also awesome, ceramic coating made easy. We're going to be able to put it on outside. So outside in the sun, if you don't have shade, if you're a mobile detailer and you want to get into ceramics and start offering it to your customers without having to shop, this is going to be a great option.
Is it rainbowing, sweating?
So it's more of like a sweat,
Okay.
but there isn't like a set time where you actually really have to wipe it off. Like for example, I've been testing it for a while now. I did my whole hood, left it on there for about an hour, went back and wiped it right off.
I'm noticing that's a popular trend now with coating.
Yes.
Like go home, take a nap, come back, level
Yeah,
coat it.
that's been my ongoing joke is like go do half the car, take a nap, come back, buff it off.
What would you say is like the max threshold to let it sit on there?
The longest personally I've let it sit is 2 hours.
What's the shortest threshold?
Pretty much right away. You could do a full panel and then just buff it off right away.
So you have like instant bond, can level immediately.
Yep.
Or do the whole car.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is some people might do whole cars and then buff it off afterwards. So it's very versatile, right? So depending on how you like to detail, some guys might do a full panel, then buff off that full panel. Some guys might do 2 panels, buff off the first panel, right? Ideally, I think if it was me personally, I'd probably do like 1 or 2 panels at a time. Go back, buff the first panel off, just so I know where I'm at. You know, don't go overkill on it.
So what's our cure time with this?
So basically it's ready to go. So it's ready to go ceramic. So once you put it on, it can go right out into the elements.
So not like an hour, 2 hours.
Nope.
Ready to go.
Yep, ready to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yep. So
what's the prep that you recommend for this?
So at the bare minimum, your panel wipe, decon wash. We don't, for something like this, the way that the chemistry is, you don't even necessarily need to do a paint correction or a polish. You can just do a straight clay bar, decon wash, panel wipe, and coat.
How many vehicles can you expect to get with one bottle?
So with it being an all-in-one, right, if you're doing wheels, glass, trim, really depending on the size of the vehicle. So with a 50 mil, you'll probably be able to get at least 2 cars out of a 50 mil, I would think. And bigger size trucks, SUVs, maybe 1, you know, it just depends, you know.
I'm seeing a huge like add-on value though. Like if you don't need paint correction, wintertime, we want durable protection, and we don't like, that's a great value.
Yeah.
You don't have to do like as thorough prep.
Yep.
Still decon, but instantly send it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited about this one.
I think that's actually super cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a really nice niche market for the guys and the mobile detailers, people who don't have the space to do it. So we're very excited to bring something like this to the market.
Last question.
Yeah.
Lowest temp that you recommend applying this outdoors?
Just being perfectly honest, I'm not really sure. But I would assume I wouldn't go anywhere near around like freezing temperature.
Okay.
It's probably not going to set up how you want it to because it is a solvent, and you do want to deliver to the system. So I would probably suggest stay above 50 degrees to play it safe. Yeah.
Still great window though.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, if they want to purchase this, where can they go to get it?
You can go to Gtechniq.com. All of our suppliers will have it. The rag company. It'll be available early April of 2026.
So out of all the products here, what's been the most popular that people have been looking at or asking about?
Well, so the most excitement is around this, with it being the new product. But we also have been getting a lot of good feedback from our quick detailer that we released last year. We've had a lot of people come back and say, oh, I had that sample last year and now I love that stuff and I use it in my business. So just been getting a lot of positive feedback from products of the previous year, which is awesome.
And what's your favorite product from Gtechniq?
My favorite product would be TriClean.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tri-Clean is our everything interior cleaner: Alcantara, suede, leather, pleather, plastics, vinyl. I use it around my house, clean the countertops, wipe the door handles, all that kind of stuff. I use it to clean my shoes, my hats, everything. So it's very versatile. So that's my favorite product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will hopefully be testing this out on my
Yes,
channel.
absolutely.
Is it available now?
Not yet. It'll
Okay.
it'll be early 2026. So probably ready to order in April in
All right.
2026.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Excited. All right. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
New from Sonax, we had some cool new air fresheners. They looked very unique. It wasn't necessarily a particular scent, but more of like a location or destination. Kind of intriguing. I might need to check them out. Right across from Sonax was Flex. They make some of the best polishers within the detailing industry, and they also have some of the best tools, period, for detailing shops and businesses in general. I honestly wanted to check out their new brushless polishers. Mike Phillips had been at the Flex booth most of the week working with Dr. Beasley's polishes and teaching people how to use these tools. So I did get my hands on them, and they were extremely smooth, very lightweight, and very quiet. But they also were doing a giveaway, which I didn't think anything would happen. And then this happened.
Like, okay, so we got a coupon. Like, I don't even know. We're gonna replay this.
Yeah, we'll replay this.
No, like I'm sorry. What? Like, okay.
So you see it here first, folks, right here. Gonna turn on the block light. I have some winter chicken dinner right there. That's what it looks like. Congratulations.
Only in Vegas, baby. That's gonna be the review the crap out on my channel.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? So, like, I have the golden ticket, is what you're saying?
You have the golden ticket. Yeah.
I got the golden ticket.
Home. You can take a picture of basically, you can take a picture of the ticket if you want.
Yeah.
Go onto our website, register the tool, battery, and charger. And you get a lifetime, within 30 days of getting the product, and then you get a lifetime warranty on it. Full battery and charger. Yep.
We're totally going to be playing with that polisher on my channel. But let's find out what they have new this year.
Chris, what's new for Flex?
Yeah, hi,
and
I'm
Sema?
Chris Metcalf. I'm here at Sema 2025. We're in the Flex booth. We're excited to announce our track lock system. This track lock system on this wall here is a completely modular system. It integrates with our stack pack system. So as we're walking around the booth, you'll see our stack pack system, which is right here actually. This is one of our stack pack systems. But we have this modular track lock system actually attaches to the side of these boxes. We got a lot of great, exciting things. Look on this wall here, all of the different hanging accessories. And this system is super modular. It's so easy just to take this right off, and this can actually go to the side of the stack pack system. This is something that we announced here at the show, and it's just a new product. I think it's going to be exciting for the car enthusiast that wants to keep their garage organized, all the way to that detailer that's trying to keep himself organized and look professional. Let's be honest. You show up, and you have this in the back of your truck or in your shop. It just helps keep everything organized.
So mobile, shop, all of the above.
All of the above. There's so many different combinations that you can do with this, and just make yourself look organized.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So beyond your stack pack, your stack system, do you have any other new products?
I mean, some of the nice, exciting things. Let's walk around the booth here a little bit. You can see this here. Right here is the actual mobile setup. So if you were doing work around a car, we got this car in here from the Peterson Museum that guys have been doing work all day. But this is like the track lock system we just saw on the wall, something that you can actually integrate into this mobile system. So it's just a great option to really be able to work with. Nice slide drawers,
Speaker
a
system.
radio.
Very cool.
Yep.
It feels very sturdy.
It is very sturdy.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the differences between our stack pack system and any of the competitive products on the market is really the thickness of the plastic and the different things like the drawer slides and stuff like that. Just the quality of the product is, I believe, a premium product. And anything we put the name Flex on, that's what it comes with. So let's move over here to this table. So at the trade show, we actually we have a lot of original polishers that have been in the market for a long time. Those polishers were maroon, and at this show, we're now showing all black and gray, which is our newer design. These are brushless motors. So just like our cordless units that we launched last year at SEMA, this is our corded brushless motor. Comes with a nice rubber 15-foot cord. Just great power, smooth, lightweight, and just easy to use.
Do we still have the counter rotation?
Yeah, so we still have the 3 different motions, which we consider ourselves to have every different motion that's in that market. We have the rotary, we have the gear driven, and we have the free spinning orbital. And our free spinning orbital is a 15 millimeter. We believe that's the best way to stay controlled when you're working. My personal favorites are gear driven unit, the Beast. The 3401, the original tool, that gear driven tool. It is a beast, and we call it the Beast. But we have that newer version in the cordless, or the corded and cordless brushless motor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you guys were doing a little bit of a giveaway.
We are doing a giveaway, so
and I actually won.
You won?
I won.
Are you serious? That's crazy. So we had a giveaway. So every day we gave away polishers in our booth in the raffle. That's
like
awesome that you won.
Setup. I feel like you were like.
I think it's a random. It's run by a third party, so they randomly pick people.
And God is good.
So that's awesome.
But I'm gonna be reviewing
Congratulations.
the crap out of that polisher.
That's awesome. I'm sure we'll see it on your channel, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
On the daily,
That's great.
I have like I don't want to say a more affordable battery powered polisher.
Yeah.
It does good for like paint enhancements, but when I want to do heavier correction, it struggles.
That's awesome.
And that's when I pull out the corded polisher. But now
you got a cordless.
I have a cordless, and I have a better option.
A lot of people have come in the booth that bought our polisher from last year's show, and they're like, man, I can't go back to my corded polisher.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that once you go cordless and you realize that we're at a point now where we have that power within the 24-volt platform, we're able to deliver that extra power that maybe some of the competitive products don't have. And then when you see how smooth the unit's running, that's what you're really going to notice.
So can you kind of give me some of the ins and outs of what to expect with this polisher?
Yeah, we can walk over to the hood over here. Let's see what we got. So, I mean, this is the cordless one that you won. This is actually our free spinning tool. And I think one of the biggest things, we'll put a little product on here, using some of the Dr. Beasley's here in the booth. Mike Phillips was here the last couple of days. He went home early, which is all good.
I got to meet him.
But you met him yesterday?
Yeah, that was like a bucket list moment for me.
So, excuse me. So, really, this thing runs nice and smooth. You're gonna probably hear it on the video, I'm sure. But we'll get her going here. I like to pull the trigger and cradle that battery. So you see here the way I'm holding it. I mean, I'm barely holding on to this polisher, and you can see how smooth it's running. But even if you give it a little bit of pressure, our unit still has good rotation in the free spinning tool, and you're able to do that. So, I mean, overall, it's a nice, smooth running tool. I think that's one of the biggest things that we pride ourselves on is having that smooth, lighter weight tool.
It's not even that loud.
It's really not. It's not at all.
Some of them are like ear piercing.
Yeah, for sure.
So I cannot wait
So our
to check it out.
engineers worked hard. I mean, this is our second generation of our cordless tool. Even with the original maroon cordless tool, we still even have an adapter that you can take and use our new 24-volt batteries on that 18-volt product. So don't think that we're leaving you in the dust. We're basically allowing people that have that original polisher to now be able to come to our 24-volt platform is really what it comes down to. But we got a lot of great products in our line. I'd say go to our website, flexpowertools.com, and check it out. And we're live here at SEMA 2025. So
awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Bye now.
So Anthony, what's new with the Rag Company?
All right. So what's new here? So this week's been crazy, right?
Yeah.
We have announced the launch of the Ultra H2O line. We also announced the merger with Detail Factory, which is also really exciting. So now we kind of have, arguably the best of, a couple worlds, right? Microfiber and plastics and accessories and brushes and all of that. So where we're at now is basically we have I would consider a pretty comprehensive lineup here of some water tools for pretty much everybody. This line was designed for pros. It was also designed for home hobbyists, enthusiasts, weekend warriors, moms, dads, cousins, brothers, aunts, uncles, and all that, right? So I mean, some main takeaways here is that, again, all kind of designed in-house, so there's nothing similar that you'll see, right? There's not any existing mold was created, right? So everything was built up. We own all the molds, which is great, and all the internals of all of these are going to be T304 stainless on everything, every fitting, every screw, all of that. And so we knew that in order to create, the most premium product we could, right? There was a lot of things we had to focus on, right? It was features, it was materials, and then it was also how it all comes together, right? We wanted it not to feel or look hodgepodge, and this is probably, one of the more comprehensive looking lineups here with things you look for. So really, I mean, taking this down, I'll show you this one, but this one here has like titanium plates on it, so this will be featured for the launch edition. So like the first adopters of the gun, people who first buy it, it'll be like a limited edition run where they'll get the titanium side plates. And right now we're deciding whether or not we want to burn them from the factory, make them look blue and purple, orange, and really cool looking, or keep them brushed like how they are right now. But I mean, the gun, obviously, it's got your your kind of ejecto fitting connection on there, which is cool. Fun. So that's to be done in stainless. We do have the trigger lock on there, which is nice. And then rubberization kind of where it matters. So inside of the trigger lock, if you're wanting to grip it like this, outside of the handle, and then actually on the inner trigger itself, there's rubberization, right? So basically, when you do this and you create a mold, right? I mean, I learned a lot about mold creation, right? And mold creation is really fun and really expensive, right? When you have rubber involved in anything, there's not just a mold, but then there's an over mold, right? So now you're basically doing two molds, and so it starts really adding up. But when you do it, you get a more premium product, right? So Rad Company logos here throughout the entire gun. I have like a fun Easter egg where it says aim towards dirt here on the inside of the handle. So I think that's pretty cool as well. And then here on the gun itself, you do have your clip-in, nozzle holder, right? That's which is nice. And then the gasket's replaceable inside here. So it's even strong enough to hold your foam cannon if you wanted to do that.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, if you wanted to, right? Yeah. I mean, I would probably
but it could.
I wouldn't do it with it full. I'd do it with it empty. But I mean, but yeah, you could essentially basically be swapping through everything you need to without really having to find some place to set it down. Because what happens is we set things down, things fall over, it's a pain, right? So now you're reducing the amount of times you're bending over because of just a couple quick features like that. So lance here is pretty straightforward, right? So again, more stainless throughout the entire lance. Most lances look pretty boring. I wanted ours to look cool, and was my goal, right? So rubberization here on the bottom, again, another overmold for that, and then Rad Company logo on there, specifications on the back, and some really kind of cool ultra grip points on here. So when you're gripping this, every grip point should be really comfortable when using it. So that's it for those. And then coming down here to the foam cannon itself, this right here, quarter turn lid design. This is just because this is the best way to do a wide mouth that's still very affordable, but again, full stainless steel structure through here. It's got a gasketed fitting rather than a Teflon tape fitting, so you can use Teflon if you want to, but you don't need to. You can just run the rubber gasket, and then detent springs throughout the entire assembly, right? So the top is clicky, which is nice. The adjustment point for 360, also clicky, which is nice, and that's rubberized. And then your finish tip here at the end for your pattern is also clicky as well.
Nice.
So you can kind of set it and forget it, right, if you want to do that. It's very satisfying, very ASMR-like, right? So come here and just do that all day long. But foam cannon's great. Will come with a couple different orifice sizes, stainless steel filter, things like that you would need. And then lastly, here would be the nozzle. So rubberized shroud here. This will come initially at launch with a 40-degree tip, right? So basically that's the perfect degree pattern for a detailer out there. Eventually there will be the other degree patterns available, 25, possibly 15. And then this is also going to come in 3 orifice sizes, 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0, depending on whether or not you're running an active, an AR, Prenzla, whatever it may be, Ryobi, so, but that's that. So really, yeah, I'm excited about this. It's gonna be pretty cool. I think no matter what, we do towels best, right? Towels are still our biggest focus, and people really trust the towels, and they've used them for so many years that they gravitate towards them. They love all the towels, and we have the new colors of the towels that we launched of the Color Burst series, and so a lot of people have really been liking those. But then, yeah, our accessories and now Detail Factory. I mean, basically being able to take a brush company with, I mean, that amount of people know Detail Factory. People love Detail Factory, and I mean, they've set really the groundwork for so many of those style of brushes, right? Replicas and all sorts of stuff that they really kind of own that IP, and people still recognize that. So pairing with them, really legitimizes just where we're at as a company, but also it makes me excited because now I have people that specialize in plastic rubber and engineers and CAD designers, and I go, well, I've never had that before, so this is exciting, right? So now I really, if this was me walking, now I kind of get to run with that kind of stuff. So I guess to answer your question, I think people are equally as excited about the Detail Factory stuff, the H2O stuff, as well as the microfiber.
Last question. What's your favorite thing here at the booth?
Well, probably this. Because,
it's your baby.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah. Here's the thing: it's my baby. If everything goes great, if people hate it, then I'm like, I don't know who that guy is. No, I'm just kidding. So no, this I'm proud of. But I mean, but that we still all have our hands on every other product that we create. So I'm proud of everything. But this was probably the project that I've been putting most amount of effort into recently.
Well, if people want to buy any of these products, where can they go to get them?
theradcompany.com or Amazon. Or Rad Company dealers, distributors. I don't care. Wherever you find TRC stuff and you like it and you love it, and then pick it up there. It helps everybody out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep. No problem. Thank you.
All right. What's new with Stoner this year at Sema?
All right. So first thing I'll show you is the new ceramic. Obviously, we have the kit that you've seen before, and it's in the 30 ml bottle. This one is the 10 ml bottle, so it's going to be a lot smaller.
It's just a baby.
Yeah. It's going to be a better price point. So this one will be $19.99 instead of the $59.99.
Is that all you need for one car?
Yeah, you just need it for one car.
That's brilliant. Because the enthusiast is like, I don't need to do 4 cars.
Yeah, they don't need to do 5 or 6 cars. And everyone's like, can you do mine too? Like, just one shot, and then you'll have this. It has everything you need too: the applicator, gloves, and the 2 towels. We have a new air freshener, little duck.
For all the Jeep lovers out there.
Yeah, all the Jeep lovers, or animal lover. We have a little pup.
But Jeep people.
A strange animal lover, like big duck guy.
Someone had a duck on their lanyard earlier. I don't know. I don't know how many people might know in your channel, but Liftoff is another sister brand of ours, and we just dropped a probiotic and odor eliminator, standard mover odor eliminator. This is great. If you spilled milk in your car, or this is perfect for Rich. If you have a baby throw up or something, you just grab this, and then it removes that stain and odor. It's great. Yeah.
What's cool about probiotic, enzyme digesters, as it ages, the active ingredients reduce. So an enzyme digester only has less than a year shelf life. So if you had an old enzyme digester sitting in your garage for a while, chances are it just isn't as effective as the day you bought it. Well, with probiotic, when you spray it on there, it actually develops the enzymes for that specific stain or odor, whatever that is, and then attacks them that way. So it'll take out mold, mildew smells, anything organic. The only thing it won't do is smoke, which would be convenient if it did. But even people that had crabs in a cooler, and then that cooler smelled like crabs forever. So they sprayed that in there, sealed it up, and it's just it smells gone. We put it in a trash can, and it smells gone.
I'll have to try it out.
Yeah. We are testing one-step polishes. We're doing it on our YouTube channel. Rich is going through that one. Yeah.
Well, if anybody wants to try these products out for themselves, where should they go to get them?
StonerCarCare.com, StonerCarCare Pro, or StonerCarCarePro.com.
Yep.
Should we just give out your number?
Yeah. 555-9292.
He has a baby.
Yeah, don't call between these hours.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming by the booth.
Smack dab in the middle of the West Hall was the System X booth. I mean, this thing was so huge, you couldn't miss it. System X is a pro-grade authorized installer-only company that specializes in ceramic coatings. I was hoping to meet Joey Love, who I've been friends with for years on Facebook, but alas, he wasn't there. Instead,
we were able to meet with Steve Persia. They had a super cool vehicle that they had Gas Monkey Garage do at the booth, and we also talked about their products.
Steve, what's new with System X here at SEMA this year?
Yeah, so this year at SEMA, we have 2 new things. Well, it's more than 2, but we just launched our correction line, which is our fine polish, our one step, and also our heavy cut.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about them.
Yeah, so the whole system uses a ceramic technology for the abrasiveness. So the benefits of doing that is, first, it's going to be safe for all ceramic coatings. It doesn't leave any fillers or any type of protection behind. We're using the actual hardness of ceramic as the abrasiveness.
That sounds
Because
different.
you think ceramic hard, so we're using ceramic as the cutting agent inside of it. Okay. And they are still waterborne, based products. You don't have to worry about using them in body shops or anything like that. So it's definitely something new for the industry. They're extremely fast working products, but it does have a long working time. So if you do want to, use a product on a long duration, it will, give you that working time that everybody loves.
So why would you want to use what polish in what situation? Like for what type of
Oh yeah, for
vehicle?
sure. So let's start off with the one step, right? Because that's what most of our installers want to do. One steps, quick, make the money, 60 to 75% correction. So you'd want to use our one step for that money making, quick service. If you're looking to do something that is more of like an enhancement polish, something really light and quick as well, you'd use our fine. Our fine polish is kind of comparable to some of those like perfect finish or anything that has like almost zero abrasiveness, or if you're dealing with like super soft clear coats, fine is what you're going to want to use.
How does it do on black GM paint?
So that's what I actually tested it on, right? Black GM, super soft Porsches, things like that. It's an amazing product. No filler, and it's comparable to some of those products that do have fillers in there.
What pad does it like to be paired with if we're working on black GM paint?
So what I've tested it on, and probably I'm a little bit more like biased, so I have my own favorite pad, but I did use it on every other pad out there. My go-to would be like the Lake Country Black HDO.
Okay.
Something that has that interface in there, but a softer pad.
Okay. Now, in what scenario, we've got the fine cut polish, the one-step polish, the heavy cut. Like, what is the type of paint condition that we would say they're best suited for?
Yeah, so your one step would be like your medium.
Okay.
If you have some medium defects, I would put the one step as a medium grade or refinement on there, like a one step, right? Fine is going to be for your dealership work, something really quick.
A newer vehicle.
Newer
just a
vehicle, quick touch up, gloss out, make your scratches shiny.
Okay.
Put a coating on there or anything, really. You can put wax, protectants. These aren't just to use on our coatings, but of course they do work. And we did the R&D to make sure that they work very well with our own coatings.
Okay.
Your heavy cut, that's going to be for your destroyed vehicles. And what it was tested on, and I've actually played with it with Mike Coy at Gas Monkey, was sand a panel at 1500 and heavy cut it out. Okay. And it will remove 1500 scratch marks out of the panel.
Nice. So what other new products do we have from System X?
So other than the correction line, this year we also launched Shop HQ.
Okay.
So Shop HQ is going to be your CRM system, or I like to call it your employee in your pocket, right? It goes on your phone. We have a web-based version as well, but it is mainly an app-based product as well.
Now, is this specifically for your installers?
No, so of course it is going to be designed to work with System X. But again, you can fine-tune it to work with any single ceramic coating company, or even if you're just a detailer not doing ceramic coatings, Shop HQ is for detailers.
Can I ask, what's the monthly fee?
So off the record, on the record, we have something behind the scenes for our certified installers that they're going to get access to it for free $99.
$3.99?
Free.
Free $99.
Free $99. So if you're a certified System X installer, you'll have access to Shop HQ for free.
So if I'm not a certified installer.
So I don't know the details on that at the moment. What we're really focused on is to add more value for our own System X installers.
Okay, so that leads me to the next question. How do I become a certified installer?
So to become a certified installer, you'd want to reach out to me. You know, Steve Persia. I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay.
That's the best way to really get a hold of me. But without being a System X installer, you will still have access to Shop HQ. It is fairly new, so it won't be out until the first quarter of next year.
Okay, so look for it.
It's gonna, look for it. It's coming out. We're still dialing in to make sure that it's a perfect launch. And of course, then even when it comes out, we're still in the newer stages of this, and it's going to constantly update as we go and grow with our own installers. And if you're not an installer with us, we're still going to be able to help you guys out as well.
So I see you guys all the time online.
Yeah.
I feel like you're one of the largest pro installer presence that I see online these days.
Yeah.
Okay. For someone who's an outsider, what kind of coatings do you offer? And do you have any for a non-authorized installer versus installer, or do you have to be authorized for all of your coatings?
Yeah, so all of our coatings are for the professionals only.
Okay.
So we don't sell to the DIY, we don't sell to consumers. We only have a spray quick detailer for consumers. Even our compounds are for the professional only.
Okay, so all of this that we talked about, you have to be
You have to just sign up. You don't have to use our coatings to use our compounds.
Okay.
You know, we're really open to. Even if you are an installer with us, it's okay to use any of the other coatings out there. We're not ones to say, if you're System X, you have to be all in with us.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that you use one of our products. You know, whether it's our compounds, try out our glass, try out our paint coatings. We're not ones to run your business. It's your business, so run it how you want it.
So could you give me like a quick overview of your coatings for those that might be curious?
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of the key points to our coatings, first they're single layer, but I kind of feel like everybody has gone single layer. We're one of the original single layer coatings. Our coatings are very easy to use now. They flash out. They have a really good working time. The thing that I say that we have our advantage over anybody else is the slickness. So you can feel the Shop HQ car right here. It's unbelievably slick. Now, of course, this has our top of the line one on there, but all of our coatings have a very, very high slickness to them. They're all single layer. They have a true warranty system to them. And also everything comes with a Carfax registration.
Okay.
I mean, besides the compound, because
you
know the compounds, they don't count for a Carfax registration. In our system itself, we kind of set it up last year to be a good, better, best. So starting off with our 2-year, that's our Crystal Plus. That's going to be our entry level. We have our 6-year, which will be our mid-grade, which is Pro Plus. And then we have our top of the line coating, which is Max G Plus. Comes with a lifetime warranty or 10 years. It's really up to how the detailer or business owner wants to sell the coating. We let them to run their business. We're not here to. A lot of other coating companies, they want to run the business and tell them you have to do X, Y, Z. That's not here at all. We're just here to help an installer deliver a really good product. We are a true manufacturer in the United States. If you could look up our address, which is posted everywhere, you can see we have a 126,000 square foot building. We are a true manufacturer. You need that amount of space to be a true manufacturer.
Wow. Okay. If there's one thing that you want someone who's considering System X to know, what would it be?
Man, I would say the ease of application and the quality of our coating backed with that slickness, that would make me want to sign up as well.
Okay. What's your favorite product out of the line?
Oh man, so it's hard to say, but before the whole Plus line, I did have my favorites here and there. I would say my go-to coating would definitely be Max G Plus.
I see you guys talk about that a lot.
Yeah, that's
online.
like
Joey's that's a money maker.
That's the money maker. Yeah, single layer. It's crazy slick. It's crazy thick. It's really forgiving, especially for the guys and girls that are in those high humidity, Florida, Texas, California areas. The working time on that is amazing. The slickness, like I said, I keep saying slickness over and over again.
Why does slickness matter?
So as much as we hate to say it or don't want our customers to do this, the second that they pull away from your shop, they're fingering it.
They're rubbing it.
They're rubbing, feeling. You got to feel this car and really feel the slickness on it. It's going to blow you away.
But slickness, does it change? Does it add to self-cleaning?
So of course, the slickness comes from the surface tension. So of course, being slicker is going to help with that hydrophobic, which is going to help you clean the car easier.
Yeah.
And again, the whole Plus line itself, we've designed it to keep slickness long term.
Yeah, most of them taper off after
They die
the
out
first
fast.
like 6 months or
Yeah.
so.
And I would say like our original versions, like the OG Max before we did the G Plus, even the original Pro and Crystal SS, they did die off a little bit kind of quick. And that's the reason why, just like our iPhones, right, or Androids, every year something new comes out. The technology is constantly growing with all of the coatings that are out there. With these ones, they stay slick long term.
Holy sh! You're not kidding.
No. So it's wild.
Do you have a towel?
I do, yeah.
It's not even kidding. That is one of the slickest coatings I've ever felt.
So our glass coating is just as slick.
Yeah?
Yeah. And the other thing that's really good, although it is slick, you don't have to worry about window chatter.
Okay.
Because that's like the downside of being a slick coating is that you can
So is
get
it on
window
here?
chatter. Yeah. So we probably could do the.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
Money shot.
Money shot. Yeah. But no, it truly is that crazy slickness is what we've really been known for.
Yeah.
We started off with Diamond SS, which was like really where System X started to shine.
Yeah.
I got brought in. We brought out Max. Diamond SS, the install, it was a nightmare. It was super fast. But back then, we're talking 8-9 years ago, it was normal to have that hard install.
Yeah.
We came out with Max, which was a little bit less slickness than Diamond SS. The install was very easy though. And then once we went to the whole Plus line, it gave it's higher slickness than Diamond SS, which is our OG coating, but it helped the installers get that easy install.
Okay. Well, if people want to find out more, how can they get in touch with you?
So I would say the best way to reach out to me would be social media because I'm always on there. You know, add me on Facebook, add me on Instagram. It's Steve Persia on Facebook or System X Steve on Instagram. Send me a message and I'll get you guys lined up.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
There were so many brands and booths to see at Sema, but there was not enough time to be able to interview them. But for those of you that wanted a closer look at some of these brands and the products that they have coming out this coming year, hopefully you've enjoyed this series where we share with you guys our experience at Sema. I do believe that this was quite possibly a life-changing trip for me. If anything, for the experience, the education that I got to learn of what it really takes to grow a detailing business and brand. And if you guys have any questions about any of the brands or products that we discussed, let me know in the comment section down below. We'll put all of the links to these companies for you guys to check them out for yourself. But man alive, Sema 2025. It was a busy, full week. I think I walked close to 30 miles within 5 days, but it was an amazing experience.
Barry Manilow. So it is 3 a.m. Headed downstairs to check out. We are done with Sema, officially headed out of town. Because we have a government shutdown, a lot of people who had kind of connecting flights, unfortunately their flights got canceled. Thanks be to God, I have a direct flight, so hopefully my flight is not canceled. It was a little nerve-wracking though, to be honest. A lot of us were asking, like, how are we gonna get home? Are we gonna take a train? Are we gonna rent a car? And a few people are actually having to rent a car and drive several hours, if not days, to get home. So that's probably the one big thing that I think a lot of people remember about this Sema. Hopefully this won't happen again. This is my first time at Sema. I have a feeling it won't be my last. What did I learn about Sema? Well, to be honest, number one, make sure you have very comfortable shoes. Ivan was right. You want to change shoes frequently because your feet will kind of get tired or sore on the first pair of shoes that you're wearing if you wear them all day. Just kind of keep things mixed up. Brooks saved my life. Hoka, fantastic. But Brooks, honestly, they did better than Hoka. So next year, Chelsea, remember that.
I think the most important thing for me that I took away, there's so many products, there's so many brands, there's so many innovations that can happen. But I think what's beautiful about what we do as detailers is that, one, we all have similar passions and it can kind of bring us together. I've been able to meet so many amazing people because I have a passion for washing cars and clean cars. It kind of feels silly sometimes that we're like, are we really talking about soap? Are we really talking about like these things? Like in the big scope of things, does it matter? No, but that's what passions do. They bring you together. But what I've really appreciated about Sema, and someone asked me like, what was my general takeaway from it? There were several brands here that I'll say, maybe I didn't give them a fair shake, or maybe I've tried their products and didn't get it, didn't review, because if I don't understand what's going on, I don't feel like I can convey it to my viewers properly. I'm not gonna even try to touch it because I don't want to put it in a bad light, especially if I don't understand it. Now that I've been at Sema, get to know the brand owners, the reps, kind of the vision and the mission and the passion and the goal behind the products, it helps me connect with it. And there are actually several that maybe I hadn't given them a fair shake that I wanted to go back and try them now because I feel like I have a renewed sense of vision for what they were trying to accomplish. So I got maybe 2.5 hours of sleep last night. I'm not feeling the best. I feel like it's right here. I'm really hoping it's just maybe from talking too much. That Sema flu is not coming for me. We'll let you know though. I was really hoping to not get Sema flu. But fortunately, I think we're gonna be able to head home, maybe get some rest, and get caught up on editing. I have so much content that I want you guys to see. So make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe and follow. We're gonna be sharing with you guys kind of some of the interviews and behind the scenes looks of what Sema 2025 was like. But that's it. We're done. We're out. Thank you guys for tagging along. Seriously, I don't even know what I'm saying, but we're gonna go check out. Thanks guys for hanging out with us. As always, we'll see you in the next detail.